Hi crocheters, Crafty Crystal here. You know, I love it when I make a mistake because I learned so much. When I was making this hat, I got to one row where I realized I had not put a cable in the last row. And I would just have to take all this row out, back up to here on the other row, put my cable in, and then do it all over again. But this is what I discovered. Okay. I wrap my yarn like I'm going to make my cable in this one. And I come down in here, wrap my yarn, and instead of making my cable, I wrap my yarn. I got two spaces here to do it in, so I'll do it again. Here. I did a single crochet layer here, so kind of hard to show. I'll do it here. A little off to the side, but it gets the point. Okay. Now, and that would be my next cable. Then I wrap again, and I come down through the cable I missed. Come here, you. Wrap my yarn. Now comes the magic. I pull this through, and I just back up to the whole way. That's a lot of loops to go through because I had to go down 2 levels instead of 1. Looky there. Now that's pretty cool. And just bring the cable all the way back up. And to tell you the truth, I can't find where I did it at. I know it's somewhere a couple from the end, but I can't find it. This one's a little more obvious. Not a lot, but a little more. Because I had to go down so far. I like that. I like it when I make a mistake and I can find a sneaky way to get around it. This hat, I decided to make a Scoodie a different way because I like to experiment. I'm still working on the scarf part of it. Here's the hood part of it. I started out the Scoodie making a hat. And I got it to the rounds that I usually start going straight down on. I took about 1/4 of it. This is a 12 radial, so that was easy. I just took 3 sections. And starting about here, I went slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, and 2 double crochets. So 5 stitches before I got to the end of my quarter mark. I did that to there. Then I did my regular crochet all the way around. When I came back to this mark, I did 2 doubles, then a double, half double, single, and slip. And that kind of gave me a break-off point, a little more level break-off point. It won't be totally level because you still have a curve of your hat, but it makes it better for shaping the neck. And then I just went on back and forth until I got the depth of the hat I wanted. So this is basically just a hat with a hole in it. And I usually do them to the length of about 9 inches from crown to rim. And that's what this is. Then I did a row of single crochet around the front. And I came here to the back from this point to this point. When I tried it on the mannequin, it was loose and back. So I did single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease, all the way across that rim, and it pulled it in nicely. Fits the back of the head better. And now I'm starting on the string part. And I decided I took the total length. You take the total length of the scarf that you want, and you subtract in inches what you have from here to here. Divide that by 2, and that's how long each of your ends is going to be. Let's put it in real simple terms. If you wanted your scarf 5 feet long, and if this was a foot from here to here, which it's not, it's more like about 17 inches. If it was a foot from here to here, 1 foot from 5 is 4, each of your strings would be 2 feet long. That's easy enough, isn't it? Okay. Then I just took and I chained out that far in one direction and came back and did my double crochet all the way back, because that's what I'm using for my scarf. Went ahead and double crocheted all the way around the bottom, and I put 2 stitches in each of these double rows here. And then I had this end here, and instead of charging off into the unknown, doing a long thing, a long chain, and then coming back and trying to do it, I just did a foundation chain all the way down until I had the same length. And that gave me the beginning of my scarf. Now I wanted to do a cable type effect on the length of the scarf. And I'm doing that a real simple way. I did my double down, and then I came back. This is the outside. Okay. I came back on the inside, and I did a slip stitch all down the back loop. And on this side, it makes it stick out. So now going back in the correct direction, I'm doing the back loop that I skipped. See, when I was going this direction, I used the back loop over here to put my slip stitch in, and that left the front loop. Now when I turn it this way, that front loop becomes the back loop here. That's the loop I missed, and that's what I'm putting my double crochets in. And it's giving me this high, very distinctive cable ridge. It's not the same as a front post, obviously. A lot different look, but still it'll continue the general idea of having a raised cable type effect. That's a real easy way to make a cable, a vertical cable or a horizontal cable. You just you do your front row, your front facing row. You turn around, do your back facing row. You do a slip stitch in the back of whatever stitch you're making here, whatever stitch this is. And then when you turn it frontwards, you just go in the other stitch that you didn't do your slip stitch in, and you end up with this high straight cable. Very nice. And it's a high cable from both sides. You can see it from both sides. I'm learning so many different ways of making cables. It's fun. Some of it's just experimenting, some of it's making mistakes. This idea I picked up from really simple design to make hand warmers. I didn't do it as that wasn't extreme as this, or I didn't do it as extreme. put the hand warmers in here somewhere. There you are. The hand warmers have the same general idea. You do a slip stitch, you do your double crochet in one direction, do your slip stitch back in the one loop, and then when you come back, you use the back loop. And that makes such a lovely cable. I decided to use it on here. Mine's a little more extreme. I don't think I did it right on this one, because it looked like hers was higher than mine. But I learned my lesson. These are really easy mitts. It's a straight rectangle. When you sew up the side, leave a hole for the thumb. Nice and long, really come up the wrist. Of course, if you have a big coat on and you have cold fingers, you could always do this. Keep your fingers warm. Anyway. I've been learning and experimenting and having fun, and I hope all of you are. This is a really easy way to make it. I was surprised how fast this went. I didn't start it until late yesterday afternoon, 4 or 5 o'clock. And I did a lot of stopping and starting. I was watching TV, made some dinner, all that stuff. And I still got this far done before I decided to go to bed last night. Come here, baby. I don't know where her face is. I've got her bagged, going back on the shelf. There you go. I have the scarf that'll come down and cover the neck. When I first put this on her, it looked like this area here was going to be too big. So I reduced one row. The first row that you normally just go straight, that's the row I reduced 1 stitch in each section. Gives it kind of this almost like a Betsy Bonner type look. But I like it. So you can start a Scoodie just like you would a cap. Just mark off 1/4 of your radius of your diameter, your circumference. I'll get it right yet. Give me a chance. Mark off 1/4 of your circumference and just keep making your hat back and forth from there. And then you can come around and just crochet a scarf on it. Anyway, enjoy crocheting. When you make mistakes, learn to do something with it. Either learn to correct it or learn to make it look different or do something else. And you have something else to play with on another project. Make crochet a wonderful thing for you. A fun thing. Happy crocheting, everyone. See you next time.